Greetings. Today I'm choosing to talk to you from the forest of wonder, from the forest of wisdom, so that you can amplify your awareness. And when you amplify your awareness, oh, then wonderful things happen, because we need to have awareness of awareness these days, because we are exposed to so much and so often and so and oh, there's a little dusty here on my shoulder. Let me just remove that. And then it's the first time I'm using these little shall I say, different environments, when I become dimensionally predisposed to a different environment. How easy it is to find myself in the forest of wisdom. So today I want to talk to you about dissonance. Dissonance. Our fear of dissonance stops our growth. We normally carry a fear of dissonance within us, because the fear of dissonance is born out of our need to be all things to all people. So dissonance arises when you say no. Dissonance is a strange, hollow void that happens between people when you need to stop their taking advantage, their taking you for granted. Because dissonance is a natural response. It's normal for others to feel uncomfortable or resistant, even resisting. It's normal for them to be uncomfortable and resistant when you speak up for yourself, when you say no, when your childhood memories of spending or speaking up or spending time in the corner because you said something for yourself, your childhood memories of speaking up was met with opposition. So, because it was not allowed to stand up for yourself, it was seen as defiance. So now we've created a deep sense of dissonance around that. Now, you must remember that boundaries are not meant to control others. Boundaries are there to protect your needs and for you to have self-preservation, because there are those who have absolutely no regard that they will use you up. They'll use you until there's nothing left of you, and then they'll go find another host. Then they'll go find someone else that they can use to give them what they're not willing to give themselves, or what they're not willing to reciprocate, or what they're not willing to share. Consistency is also very important. Consistency and assertiveness is key, because the truth is always consistent. Truth is not a volatile thing that's up in the air today and down in the dumps tomorrow. Truth is consistent. And truth doesn't lend itself to dissonance, because truth is consistent and truth is trustworthy. It's because you can trust it, because it's going to make your life better. Truth always liberates. Truth always sets you free. Truth always takes away from you the things that are making you suffer. But it's not going to feel pleasant, and it's not going to feel nice, because when you're nice, you pay the price. You want what's nice, you're going to pay a price. And my word is my honor. I can tell you that much. So in order to avoid dissonance, you need to be very assertive, because dissonance will always make you compromise yourself so that you will give up on what is important to you. Dissonance will make you give up on what is important to you. So again, it's respect. It's a respectful tone. It's respectful language. It's calm. It's firm. It's respectful. Then you don't need to be afraid of creating dissonance. And if there is dissonance, because you must now remember Nobody's going to be happy to be told you cannot continue to just benefit from the situation, unabatedly. There's consequences. You can't just continue to just get and get and get and get, and there's no consequences. There's consequences when you disregard, when your actions, when your choices creates the dissonance. Have enough respect for yourself to own the consequences of your actions. To say, you know what? I participated in this. I have a part in this, and I'm willing to own it. Because it's the truth. And when you encounter dissonance, when you encounter things that does not align, because that's what dissonance means. It means that things are not aligning. They're not coming together beautifully to form a whole. Then it's dissonant, and then it doesn't want to come together. It doesn't want to be a oneness. It doesn't want to be whole and complete. Then there's dissonance. And dissonance is an absolute in life when you say no, when you need to put up a boundary. Why do you need a boundary? Why do we need boundaries if everybody is caring, giving, and considerate and treating each other with such high regard? Why do we need to have a boundary? You don't need boundaries with people that are caring and that are good and that are considerate. You need boundaries where all of those things are absent. And when those things are absent, it automatically delivers dissonance. It automatically creates a disarray, a dissonance, an unbalance, an imbalance in the way that things function. And when there's an imbalance in the way things function, they no longer align. They no longer come together in a sense of wholeness. So I'm inviting you today to know that you do have the courage to confront dissonance. You do have the courage to stand up and speak up for yourself. And even if when the first time you need to do it, even though it's difficult, even though it feels like, I can't breathe, I don't know how I'm going to say this, always start your sentence and your conversation with thank you. Find something in the situation that you can say thank you for. Find something in the situation that you can thank the person for. Say thank you, because it's the thank you, it's the appreciation that offers the reassurance so that the dissonance has an opportunity to be healed. That the dissonance has an opportunity to be healed. Our world is so full of dissonance. Let's not contribute to it in our own lives every day. Don't allow things to become dissonant, because then it's misaligned. Then it cannot find its target. The direction of the arrow is off. It's not going to hit the target. It's not going to give you a result that offers value, that offers you to feel that you have worth, that your worth is respected, that you as a person are respected for your greatness, for your contribution, for the wonderful impact, for the wonderful sharing, for the wonderful caring that you bring in everything that you do. And it needs to be wonderful. It's not wishy-washy. It's not new age. This is the basic requirements of living a good life. This is the basic requirements that is written in every Holy Scripture that is required of us. We are required to live with passion. How you pass I on. It's in the word passion. Pass I on. How are you passing yourself on? In the way that you exchange your presence with everything else that you encounter in your life. Every moment. Life, others, and yourself. So, go away from here today. Leave the space. Go away from here today. take this moment with you. Place it in your heart and know that when dissonance arises, that there's something that tells you that something is not working. And when it's not working, it needs to be repaired. It needs to be repaired, or it needs to be addressed, or it needs to be disregarded. It needs to be discarded. Because if it's not working, it's no longer making a contribution. And when something is not growing, it's dying. So if there's no growth and there's no expansion for everyone, then we can only look forward to things dying. And yes, dying is an absolute on the planet, but we've got a few years to live in between. Between this breath and the last breath, there's a whole life to live. Let's not live it with dissonance. Let's live it with a wonderful sense of aliveness and joy and the pleasure to live the gift of life. Be good to yourself. Be gentle with yourself and be patient with each other. Life is a beautiful gift meant for us all to share. It was wonderful to share this space with you today. And thank you once again for coming to sit with me here in the forest of dreams today, in the forest of wisdom. Even though I look like a little ghost to myself disappearing here and there. Such is life. Take care. See you soon. Bye.